Hi guys, Pete here again with another little toy aircraft review for you. Again from KidsToyLover, supplier of radio controlled aircraft toys, educational toys, puzzles for kids. And this is the, I'll have a go at pronouncing it, this is the ZY-530 Pro stunt flying aircraft. And there's a very good reason why it's called a stunt flying aircraft, and in fact they've got the box art absolutely spot on with what this thing does. It's a toy aircraft, toy radio controlled aircraft, 2-channel. Again, like the other one I reviewed recently, the differential motor control, 2 electric motors, one on each wing there. And so a very simple 2-channel transmitter, motor control, and then left and right. As I demonstrated on the other video, the left and right simply changes the speed of each motor relative to the other one. So obviously if the left-hand motor is going faster, it's going to push the plane around to the right. If the right-hand motor is going faster, it's going to push the plane round to the left, and that's how steering control is done. So in the box, the aircraft completely ready to fly other than the 2 fins, and you'll see there's a little black tab on the bottom of the fin, corresponding plastic hole socket in the plane, and they merely just push in. One, push them down so you get a definite click like that, and that's it. She's ready to go. The nose cone, you just put the nose cone on, that's separate. Spare nose cone is included, and my tip of the day is to get something like a dressmaker's pin or something and just try and hold the nose cone on, because it does ping off very easily. And as I've discovered, if you're flying over long grass, they're quite easy to lose. As I say, they do give you a spare one, but if you can find some simple way of just holding it on, just the pin pushes through the rubber or silicone into the foam, and then that'll stop that flying off on landing. Underneath we've got the battery compartment. Again, same as the other plane, just a single cell LiPo. USB, same kind of USB charger, very simple. So the battery just clips in there. Now there is a little tiny, I don't know if you can see it, there is a little tiny on-off switch on this one, unlike the other plane. So if you've connected the battery and you're expecting everything to light up like I was and nothing's happening, you need to flick the little switch there. Okay, so connect the battery and then check that that switch is in the on position. That little wire is just the aerial for the receiver. Yeah, again, some coloured LED lights. And very simple, very simple. The transmitter in the box, like I say, a spare nose cone, a bag of bits, and a clip-in undercarriage, which I doubt you'll ever use. 2 spare props, and the props are colour coded, presumably because the I'm just trying to look, yeah, the motors are contra-rotating, so one spins one way, the other spins the other way, and so the propeller blades are reversed in pitch. So white for the right motor, black for the left motor, should you need to change the prop. The only other thing you get are 2 motor guards. I'll show you the picture on the box, shows them in place. I haven't bothered with them, but I think they just clip on from underneath, clip onto the motor, and it just gives a little bit of protection for the propellers. But I've been flying it over long grass and not necessary at all. And that's pretty much it. Now, when I flew this, quick word about the flying before I cut to the flight video. When I flew this, it did nothing but just that all the time. Either sort of very high alpha flying or completely just vertical and not going over the top. Took me a while to figure out what was going on. I just thought it was wildly tail heavy, but actually if you look at the elevator angle, it's all intentional. The elevator's tailplane is got quite an upwards angle of incidence, if you want to call it that, and so when any power is put on, the airflow obviously pitches the nose right up. It's not, I don't think it is actually tail heavy, because just in a normal simple test glide it glides perfectly well, so I would say the balance is right. It's just the design. It's been designed in such a way that as soon as you add any amount of power, it basically it either goes up like a rocket, or it'll flip over and do a cool loop, or you can sort of get it to flip, just depending on how much power you use. Hence the name Stunt Flying Aircraft, I should think. I think that's what it's all about. It's a lot of fun, and what you'll see in the video is that you just need very careful use of the motor power if you want to fly it around normally, but I'll show you that soon when we take it out to the field. So that's it. Yeah, a lot of fun. Like I say, another great little product from KidsToyLover for kids. If you're a parent or grandparent trying to get your kids interested into the hobby, one of these is going to be a lot of fun, and they're going to absolutely love it. And it looks cool as well. It actually looks pretty good when you've got it flying around normally. I'm not sure what it's modelled on, something like a Sukhoi flank or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's good fun, and we shall see how it flies. Cheers, guys. I shall be back shortly with part 2. Right, guys, here we are again in the field with the ZY-530. And we'll try and get a flight. It's a lovely calm spring evening now, and as I was explaining before, the secret to getting this flying around kind of normally is just really careful motor power management. Here we go. And you've got to be so low on the power. As I said, it's labelled as a stunt plane, and this is why. It's sort of, it really is all over the place. As soon as you start opening that power, putting the power on, and as I said before, it's not because it's tail heavy. You'd swear blind that it is tail heavy, but actually it's that upward angle of the tail planes. As soon as they get any thrust over them, that's it. It's pitches up. I have experimented with putting a tiny bit of ballast in the nose cone, which made a hell of a difference in terms of stability, and also a hell of a difference in terms of fun, in that it wasn't, yes, it makes it easier to fly, but it does away with all the fun pitching up that's really what this thing's all about. So you can see that it is kind of possible to get it to fly around. I was going to say in a normal manner, but I don't think that's the case. Again, zero wind. This thing is so light. Zero wind. You'll get the best flights, even a few miles an hour, and it's all over the place. But yeah, you can see the differential motor power there for the turning. And let's just do another little loop if I bring it round. Up she goes. Bit of a, oh, yeah, it's crunch. Well, there you go, guys. That is the ZY-530 in all its glory. And what more can I say? Another very low cost, fun aeroplane. This is what I was saying about the nose cone. Look, even with a little pin, had the pin not been there, that would have come off completely. But yes, a fun little thing, something kids are going to love. And again, probably down to 10 years old, shouldn't have too many problems. And as you can see, it's simple, easy to operate, and just something you're going to have a lot of fun with and a lot of laughter. Okay, guys, cheers from a lovely, calm springtime evening in southern England. See you soon.